There is a quiet wisdom in the way life unfolds, and those who pause long enough to notice often discover truths that guide them through both calm and storm. Throughout history, people have left behind words, stories, and lessons, not simply as decoration for books, but as lanterns to light the road ahead. When we take time to listen, those echoes from the past become whispers of encouragement for the present, urging us not to give up, not to lose hope, and not to forget who we truly are. We often underestimate the power of storytelling. Sharing our experiences, even the struggles and failures, can inspire others in ways we may never anticipate. Stories connect us. They remind us that we are part of a larger human journey, a web of experiences where each of us has a role to play. Through storytelling, wisdom is passed down, lessons are remembered, and inspiration is rekindled, not just for ourselves, but for those who follow. Life is unpredictable, and certainty is often elusive. Yet within each of us lies a spark of resilience and creativity capable of turning obstacles into opportunities. That spark, however small, becomes a flame when nurtured with reflection, gratitude, and purposeful action. When we focus on what we can control, take small steps consistently, and maintain belief in our potential, even the most daunting challenges can be transformed into sources of growth and inspiration. Finally, it is worth remembering that inspiration is not a distant star to be chased. It is a flame already within each of us. Protect it, feed it, and share it with those around you. In lifting others, we find ourselves lifted. In embracing challenges with courage, we discover our strength. And in choosing hope, even in the face of uncertainty, we spark a chain reaction that can light the way for countless others. Every journey worth taking comes with its share of uncertainty. The path to growth is rarely straight or predictable. Often, it winds through moments of doubt, fear, and hesitation. But it is precisely within these twists and turns that we find the chance to learn, adapt, and become stronger. Life's unpredictability is not an enemy. It is a teacher, encouraging us to cultivate resilience, patience, and creativity. Consider the small, everyday choices we make. The decision to show kindness to a stranger, to listen deeply to a friend, or to step up when no one else will. These moments, seemingly minor, compound over time. They shape our character, influence the world around us, and serve as reminders that our actions, however small, have meaning. One act of courage can ripple outward, inspiring countless others to act with integrity and compassion. Failure, too, holds lessons. Far from being a setback, it is an opportunity to recalibrate, to grow, and to refine our understanding. Every mistake teaches us something new about our abilities, about the world, about ourselves. Embracing failure doesn't mean seeking it out, but accepting that it is an inevitable part of progress. Those who fear failure often limit themselves, while those who acknowledge it as a stepping stone unlock doors to new possibilities. We are also shaped by the people we encounter. Mentors, friends, family, and even strangers can leave lasting impressions that guide us through life's uncertainties. Listening, observing, and learning from others allows us to expand our perspective. When we approach relationships with openness and curiosity, we not only gain insight, but also contribute to a culture of shared wisdom and mutual encouragement. Inspiration is fueled by curiosity. The world is full of questions waiting to be explored. When we approach life with a sense of wonder, every experience becomes an opportunity for discovery. Curiosity keeps the mind active, the heart engaged, and the spirit resilient. It encourages us to see challenges not as obstacles, but as puzzles to be solved, lessons to be absorbed, and adventures to be lived fully. Action amplifies inspiration. Dreams and ideas remain abstract until we take concrete steps to bring them to life. Even small steps create momentum. Starting, even imperfectly, teaches lessons that planning alone cannot provide. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence feeds courage. In this way, taking action, however modest, transforms potential into reality. Gratitude is another catalyst for inspiration. When we take the time to acknowledge what we have, we create a foundation of contentment and clarity. Gratitude shifts focus from what is lacking to what is present, allowing us to approach life's challenges with a calm and empowered mindset. It encourages humility and strengthens connections, reminding us that no one achieves greatness alone. Finally, purpose connects all these threads. Purpose is more than ambition. It is the reason we persevere when the path is steep, the reason we rise after a fall, the reason our actions resonate beyond ourselves. Whether through creativity, service, or leadership, living with purpose infuses our journey with energy, direction, and meaning. It allows us to transform obstacles into opportunities, mistakes into lessons, and moments into milestones. Every person has a spark of potential, a flame of possibility within them. Nurturing that flame requires reflection, persistence, and courage. Sharing it with others magnifies its impact. When we lift others, we elevate ourselves. When we embrace challenges, we discover our strength. When we choose hope, even in uncertainty, we create a ripple that inspires countless others. One of the most powerful lessons in life is the importance of consistency. Dreams and aspirations are built not in grand gestures, but in the small, repeated actions we take every day. It's easy to be motivated for a moment, but true transformation comes from showing up day after day, even when it feels difficult or mundane. The ripple effects of consistent effort are often unseen at first, but over time they become the foundation of achievement, growth, and lasting impact. Another vital aspect of inspiration is embracing vulnerability. Many of us fear showing our true selves, thinking that strength lies in appearing perfect, in hiding doubts and fears. But vulnerability is not weakness, it is courage. By allowing ourselves to be open, to admit struggles and uncertainties, we create authentic connections and invite support, collaboration, and empathy. True leadership, true influence, and true inspiration stem from the willingness to be real and honest, not flawless. Reflection is equally critical. Taking time to pause, to observe our thoughts, and to consider our actions allows us to learn from experience. Reflection turns life into a continuous classroom where lessons are noticed, integrated, and applied. Without reflection, even the most intense experiences may pass without meaning, but with it, every challenge, every success, and every interaction becomes a teacher. Resilience is nurtured by the mindset we adopt. We cannot control every external circumstance, but we can choose how we respond. When life pushes back, resilience is the bridge between struggle and growth. It is built through patience, self-compassion, and persistence. Resilience is also contagious. When others witness someone enduring challenges with grace, they are inspired to face their own trials with courage. Inspiration thrives in connection. Human beings are wired for relationships, for community. Our stories, our struggles, and our successes are enriched when shared. Encouraging others, mentoring, offering guidance, or simply being present for someone in need amplifies the impact of our own journey. When we invest in others, we not only help them grow, but we also deepen our own understanding and expand our sense of purpose. Mindset plays a pivotal role. Choosing optimism does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities for creativity, learning, and growth. Optimism fuels perseverance, strengthens relationships, and sustains energy for the long journey ahead. A positive mindset, combined with deliberate action, can transform seemingly insurmountable obstacles into stepping stones. Finally, the journey of inspiration is not just about personal achievement, it is about contribution. The most meaningful accomplishments are those that uplift others, that leave a legacy of learning, hope, and encouragement. Each of us has the ability to create a lasting impact through our choices, words, and actions. When inspiration is shared, it multiplies, creating a chain reaction that benefits communities, generations, and even the world at large. To sum it up, living an inspired life involves consistency, vulnerability, reflection, resilience, connection, mindset, and contribution. It's about nurturing the flame within, taking deliberate actions, and sharing that light with others. Every day presents a new chance to grow, to learn, and to inspire. By embracing these principles, we transform not only our own lives, but also the lives of everyone around us. Growth often happens outside of our comfort zones. It is natural to seek security, to stay within familiar routines, and to avoid discomfort. Yet true transformation requires stepping into the unknown, embracing challenges, and taking risks. Every moment that feels uncomfortable carries the potential for growth, learning, and self-discovery. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite it. Those who consistently push beyond their comfort zones develop resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of their capabilities. Reflection and mindfulness are powerful tools in navigating life's complexities. Taking time to observe thoughts, emotions, and patterns allows us to recognize what serves us and what holds us back. Mindfulness helps create clarity, reduces stress, and fosters intentional action. By cultivating awareness, we learn to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, creating space for growth, creativity, and meaningful connections. Gratitude transforms perspective. When we focus on what we have rather than what we lack, life feels richer and more fulfilling. Gratitude strengthens relationships, fosters empathy, and nurtures a positive outlook. It encourages us to celebrate small victories, appreciate the journey, and acknowledge the support and guidance of those around us. Over time, gratitude becomes a lens through which challenges are seen not as obstacles, but as opportunities to learn and evolve. Persistence is the backbone of achievement. Rarely does success arrive overnight. It is the accumulation of repeated effort, learning from mistakes, and unwavering commitment to a goal. Even small, incremental progress compounds over time, eventually creating profound transformation. Recognizing that growth is a process helps maintain motivation, patience, and focus during difficult periods. Inspiration often comes from observing others, people who demonstrate courage, creativity, kindness, and perseverance serve as living examples of what is possible. Learning from their experiences, stories, and insights can illuminate our own paths. mentorship, collaboration, and shared wisdom enhance personal development and strengthen community bonds. Observing role models reminds us that progress is attainable and that even ordinary individuals can create extraordinary impact. Purpose provides direction. Without purpose, energy and effort can feel scattered. With a clear sense of purpose, actions gain meaning, and obstacles are approached with determination rather than discouragement. Purpose motivates perseverance, anchors values, and aligns choices with long-term vision. When individuals operate with purpose, they contribute to something greater than themselves, leaving a legacy of positive influence, growth, and inspiration. Ultimately, living an inspired life involves a combination of courage, reflection, gratitude, persistence, observation, and purpose. It is about embracing discomfort, learning from every experience, appreciating what is present, steadily working toward goals, seeking guidance from others, and aligning actions with meaningful objectives. By integrating these principles into daily life, we not only cultivate personal growth, but also create an environment where others are encouraged, supported, and inspired to reach their potential. The journey is continuous. Every day presents new challenges, new opportunities, and new chances to grow. The path to an inspired life is not always smooth or easy, but it is deeply rewarding. By choosing courage over comfort, reflection over reaction, gratitude over complaint, persistence over surrender, and purpose over aimlessness, we illuminate not only our own journey, but also the path for those around us. Inspiration, once kindled, has the power to ripple outward endlessly, transforming lives, communities, and even generations to come. True inspiration is often born from adversity. Life will inevitably present challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. It is how we respond to these situations that defines our growth and character. Adversity can feel heavy and discouraging, but it also carries lessons that success alone cannot teach. It is in struggling, failing, and persevering that we discover our strength, resilience, and capacity to overcome. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. Every time we step forward in the face of uncertainty, we reinforce our inner strength and expand our comfort zone. Courage is contagious. Observing others confront challenges with determination encourages us to confront our own obstacles with similar resolve. Each act of bravery, no matter how small, has the power to inspire countless others. The journey of growth requires self-awareness. Understanding our emotions, motivations, and patterns allows us to make deliberate choices. Self-awareness helps us identify what drains our energy and what nurtures our potential. It encourages reflection, accountability, and the ability to course correct when necessary. By cultivating self-awareness, we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate life thoughtfully and intentionally. Empathy enriches the human experience. By striving to understand the perspectives, feelings, and experiences of others, we build stronger connections and foster compassion. Empathy allows us to inspire not through force, but through understanding and support. When we lead with empathy, we create environments where people feel seen, heard, and valued. This, in turn, nurtures collective growth and shared inspiration. Consistency transforms effort into impact. Repeated actions, small steps, and steady dedication accumulate over time, creating meaningful results. It is often the mundane, disciplined work behind the scenes that builds the foundation for extraordinary outcomes. Recognizing the power of consistency encourages patience, persistence, and long-term vision. Learning is a lifelong process. Every experience, whether positive or challenging, carries lessons that contribute to our growth. Curiosity and openness allow us to extract meaning from each moment. By embracing a mindset of continuous learning, we remain adaptable, innovative, and resilient. Life becomes an endless classroom where every encounter has the potential to shape our journey. Sharing our knowledge, experiences, and inspiration multiplies their effect. Teaching, mentoring, or simply offering encouragement to others creates a ripple that extends far beyond ourselves. When we empower others to grow, we also reinforce our own development. Inspiration is magnified through connection, collaboration, and generosity of spirit. Ultimately, living an inspired life is a practice of courage, reflection, empathy, consistency, curiosity, and sharing. It requires conscious effort, but the rewards are profound. By embracing challenges, learning from every experience, nurturing our relationships, and contributing to the growth of others, we create a life that is not only meaningful for ourselves, but transformative for those around us. Inspiration is both the spark within and the light we extend outward, illuminating paths, fostering hope, and leaving a legacy that transcends time. Balance is essential to living an inspired life. While pursuing goals, growth, and achievement, it is equally important to care for our well-being, relationships, and inner peace. Striking a balance between action and reflection, ambition and contentment, effort and rest, allows us to sustain energy, maintain clarity, and enjoy the journey. True success is not measured solely by outcomes, but by the quality of the life we cultivate along the way. Patience is a virtue that magnifies every effort. Transformational change rarely happens overnight. The most meaningful progress often emerges slowly, almost imperceptibly, through persistent, thoughtful action. By practicing patience, we allow ourselves to weather setbacks, embrace the process, and maintain focus on long-term goals. Patience also deepens appreciation, teaching us to value the small steps as much as the milestones. Adaptability is a key skill for thriving in an ever-changing world. Life is unpredictable, and rigid thinking can lead to frustration and stagnation. Flexibility allows us to respond creatively, seize opportunities, and transform obstacles into stepping stones. Those who cultivate adaptability learn to navigate challenges with grace, turning uncertainty into an arena for growth, discovery, and resilience. Connection and collaboration amplify our potential. Humans are social beings, and the relationships we build shape our experiences and achievements. By collaborating with others, sharing ideas, and supporting one another, we create environments rich with innovation, encouragement, and mutual growth. No individual succeeds entirely alone. The power of community and shared inspiration is immeasurable. Mindset shapes perception. Choosing optimism and positivity does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means focusing on possibilities rather than limitations. A positive mindset fuels perseverance, creativity, and resilience, allowing us to transform challenges into opportunities. By consciously cultivating optimism, we create an internal environment that supports learning, courage, and inspired action. Reflection and gratitude deepen meaning. Taking the time to look back, acknowledge achievements, and appreciate lessons strengthens motivation and perspective. Gratitude allows us to celebrate progress, recognize support from others, and remain grounded in the present moment. Reflection ensures that experiences are not lost but integrated, guiding decisions and actions toward a life of purpose and impact. Finally, living an inspired life is a combination of courage, curiosity, reflection, empathy, consistency, patience, adaptability, connection, and gratitude. It requires conscious effort, intentional choices, and the willingness to grow. Yet the rewards are profound. A life filled with purpose, meaningful relationships, personal growth, and the ability to illuminate the lives of others. Every day is an opportunity to kindle the spark within, take action aligned with values, and share light, hope, and inspiration with the world. As we reach the close of this journey, it is important to remember that inspiration is not a destination. It is a way of living. Each day presents new opportunities to grow, to learn, and to uplift those around us. The principles we have explored, courage, reflection, empathy, consistency, curiosity, patience, adaptability, connection, and gratitude, serve as tools to navigate life intentionally and meaningfully. Life will always bring challenges, setbacks, and uncertainties. Yet within each of us lies the ability to rise above them, to turn obstacles into lessons, and to transform moments of doubt into opportunities for growth. Every small action, every deliberate choice, and every act of kindness contributes to a larger ripple that extends far beyond ourselves. Remember that your journey is unique and your potential is limitless. Embrace discomfort, step into the unknown, and trust in your resilience. Celebrate the small victories, cherish connections, and nurture your inner spark. By living with purpose, mindfulness, and gratitude, you illuminate not only your own path, but also inspire countless others along the way. In the end, the greatest legacy we leave is the impact we have on the lives of those around us. Let your actions reflect the best of who you are. Let your life be a source of light, hope, and inspiration. And remember, no matter the challenges ahead, every day is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to shine. Thank you for taking the time to join us on this journey. We hope the stories, insights, and principles shared today help you discover your inner strength, nurture courage, and inspire you to take meaningful steps every day. Start today. Perform a small act of kindness, face a challenge you've been avoiding, or take a moment to reflect on what truly matters to you. Every small step creates a ripple of positive change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue spreading inspiration and positive energy to more people. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Wishing you a journey filled with inspiration, light, and joy.